How are you doing there, my viewers? It's your good old buddy here once again, host with the most here. It is the one and only Team Rai, the one and only Team Rai. Hopefully everyone out there is doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good for myself. Now, if you listened to yesterday's podcast, I really mean it. Thank you very much from my bottom of my heart, okay? That really means a lot to me. It takes the time out of your busy day to listen to the podcast, okay? You could just listen to it whenever. You don't have to watch it anymore because it's all audio version. So that is a good thing, not a bad thing. So if you have like a notification on your phone, then you know when is the next upload. So that is a good thing. So check the latest discussions, podcasts, predictions, whatever I upload on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Now, let's get on with today's news, okay? Now, Ronda Rousey, she dominate UFC in the women's division, okay? She did. She's the toughest SOB, okay? She's awesome. I think she was undefeated at the time. Not really too sure. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong. Probably I am wrong because I don't watch UFC. And I know you're going to say, dude, you should watch it. It is the most awesome thing out there besides wrestling. Hey, I grew up with wrestling, especially the WWE/WF. You know, I grew up in the era. So backwards, I'm saying about Ronda Rousey. She lost her championship, I think, to another dominant woman. It was a huge roadblock, so she lost. And a lot of people on social media, ESPN, they do podcasts and they say what's next for Ronda Rousey and all that stuff. Then she made a very, very rare appearance at WrestleMania 31. I didn't know who the hell she was because I attended the event. I thought it was just a fan just want to be on TV, but it's Ronda Rousey, and it was a great moment for her because she beat the crap out of Stephanie McMahon, and of course, I thought she's going to have a match the following year at WrestleMania 32, but she was still part of UFC, the contract, so it never took place. That'd be a big buzz, especially the biggest event of the year, freaking WrestleMania. It don't matter what WrestleMania, but it will happen eventually. Ronda Rousey in WWE ring. Then down the road, I guess she retired from UFC. I'm not really too sure. You hear all these always news that I think she was very depressed, and she had to take some time off of UFC, so she did. I think she dominated again. I don't think she ever went after the UFC women's title again. Not really too sure. So you guys let me know. Then she went into movie roles, and I think Fast and Furious. I forget what number it was. I think number 6. She did a great job as a bad guy. She only had like a small role. Of course, I don't know at the end of the movie they mentioned her name. I'm assuming she did. So, and also fast forwarding, she was in Orlando in the Mae Young Women Tournament. They were filming out there. I saw it exclusive on WWE.com. So they're filming it. I'm not too sure when are they gonna put it on WWE Network. I'm assuming sometime this month or assuming next month. So I don't mind to see Ronda Rousey in a women's division on Raw or SmackDown. If it happens, my guess would probably be SmackDown because they don't give a crap about Raw at all. It's sad, but it is legit. Can you imagine her versus Charlotte? Can you imagine her versus Naomi? I don't think it'd be a good matchup. First, her versus Natalya probably be a better matchups on Raw. Maybe she'll have a matchups with Sasha Banks or what about Tamia on SmackDown or Jax on Raw. That'd be pretty unique. I mean, it don't have to be at the belt online, but probably be like a grudge match. I don't know if people will wanna watch at, Anyway, there's an article down below about the status about Ronda Rousey wrestling in WWE, I think eventually she will wrestle, but I think her contract expired with the UFC. Not really too sure. You guys let me know for sure, because she can't do both, because Dana White won't allow it. Same thing will happen with Brock Lesnar. You can't do both. It's one or the other. So and I guess if Ronda Rousey does leave UFC for WWE, I guarantee Dana White will be very, very pissed off. So I don't know how much money that Ronda Rousey makes for Dana White for the UFC back in the day. I saw some of her fights, like the highlights. I'm not gonna order a freaking pay-per-view just for her. That's ridiculous. It's just off the record. You guys remember a little flashback back in the 90s when Mike Tyson was the biggest superstar in boxing in the era, and you had to pay for $60 or more for a freaking pay-per-view, and then it only lasts 2 rounds, and people was freaking pissed off when you had to order it. So the next time Mike Tyson had to box, they put on free TV because it's a short fight. So you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the last time they did that. Is a short fight. You guys remember that back in the early 90s? That's when boxing was very, very popular. 80s and 90s, and now it's completely dead. I mean, it's still around, but not as popular as the 80s and 90s, and probably beyond that. UFC took it over. Speaking of UFC, has anyone ever attended any live UFC events? If so, how is the atmosphere? I know they have it a lot in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the MGM, the big building. I know they recently got a new one, I'm assuming. So, and I know they had it a couple years ago in Chicago. If you've been to one in Chicago, let me know if it's worth it. Probably it's more money than any WWE event, bar none. More expensive. Well, WrestleMania or any of the big 4 pay-per-views are very expensive also. So you're stuck in a rock and a hard place. So you gotta make the decision. So would you like to see Ronda Rousey make her debut in the WWE, or do you think she should just stick with UFC and dominate that division? I guarantee it. If she comes to the WWE, she's gonna win some championships. And probably down the road, she'll be a Hall of Famer. Because she's a badass. She is. I just want her to face, if this does happen, I want her to face Charlotte, And probably Ronda Rousey will beat the crap out of her. Because Ronda Rousey is a legit fighter, not like Charlotte. Charlotte is like an entertainer, So let's see what happens, And I can't stand Charlotte, She's overrated. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying that, but she is. But let's see what happens. And once again, I'll give you... Actually, I will put the article down below underneath this description. You guys could read it word for word. Then you guys could give me your opinions with the article and what I have to say, what I'm saying about Ronda Rousey. And if I mess up on this thing, I'm so sorry. And that wraps it up. Everyone have a good one. And if you want the latest whatever I upload, don't forget to hit the notification on your cell phone. Hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the like button. And you'll be the first one to comment and all that other stuff. I might possibly come back later on tonight. Who the hell knows? Whatever I feel like doing. So, thank you very much. And once again, this is your good old buddy here, host with the most here. It is Team RA. See you next time.